between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The play action fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
On target. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Noles want to pick up the tempo.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man in the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might not...
There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his man in the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Trying to slam in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the left, and that one did not work. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Your quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, nose!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duck. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's looking to pass. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little space. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start this season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting...
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the two. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes a catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Spins away from the defender. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Noles in the hurry up. They'll try to pop the draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Makes a man miss. He's brought down. down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at on the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Right on target this time. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to try to return this one. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Working that left side. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab over the middle. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
From the gun, give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He's looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's long. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
They've got the screen set up. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He's got his man.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by one. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. It'll be a draw. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He caught it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Pushes ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man. Touchdown Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me 1 more stop.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Rush is on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.